What up, hotheads? I'm Henry, and this is Blaze the Roof. This week, we're reviewing a sauce named Ghost of Saffron. It is a collaboration between High Desert Sauces, which we've already covered, and a gentleman named Brian Ams. I just really wanted to review this sauce, so I'm pushing everything back a week. Essentially, this sauce has been selling out left and right. It's on the forums, for the Love of Hot Sauce forums. People have been trying to get this sauce for a while. Zach Perkins, the founder of High Desert, had it on his website, said at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, he was going to put it up for sale again. It was either 200 or 1,200 bottles. And I was there, and with 25 seconds left to 2, I for some reason felt like, you know what, let me refresh now. I refreshed it. It was already on sale. I already had the rest of my order in my shopping cart ready to go. I just added the 3 bottles of Ghost of Saffron, and I got out of there with my order. Apparently, it sold out in 3 minutes. Yes. A lot of people are raving about it, and so I just figured, hey, let's review this sauce now. We've already talked about High Desert, but this is a collaboration with Brian Ams. Brian Ams is a YouTube creator. He also is a co-owner of a skateboard company named Revive. He also does hot sauce reviews. So Brian lives out of Cincinnati. Basically, Brian had this idea for a taco hot sauce, and Zach made it happen. As I mentioned, Brian is out of Cincinnati, Ohio. That's a city we haven't talked about, so I want to talk about that today. Cincinnati, Ohio is nicknamed the Queen City. It has the world's only ventriloquist museum. There might be a reason for that, because ventriloquists are losers. The Licking River, odd name for it, but the Licking River, very much like the Nile, flows north. Most rivers flow south. In Cincinnati, Ohio, Rookwood Pottery, it's the first female-owned manufacturer in the United States. So there's a bit of history there as well. So famous people from Cincinnati include this dude that just likes to make movies, Steven Spielberg, I believe. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows if anyone's ever heard of that dude, right? Russell Wilson, formerly of the Seahawks, now the Broncos quarterback. Pete Rose, who got a lifetime ban from baseball for betting on games. Not even his own games, but it was against the law. And Bud Selig is the one that really put the hammer down on him. I forgot his name. I think it was Bud Giamatti. Was about to let Rose become eligible for the Hall of Fame, and then he died. Burt Giamatti or some shit like that, right? So I don't think he's ever going to get in the Hall of Fame. He should be as one of the best players of all time. Musician Charles Manson, okay, also cult leader and plotter of murder. He didn't actually commit the murders. He just encouraged people to do it for him. He was a manipulative guy, right? And comedian Tom Segura. Let's look at the packaging. The sauce is called Ghost of Saffron. You got Ghost in a cool, like, paint-like font. Saffron is in nice upper letter, thin characters. And you got a ghost coming out of a taco. Like I said, this is meant to be a taco sauce, but apparently it's very versatile, and people are using it for everything. And as you see down at the bottom, HDSC and Brian Ams. Its heat rating is hotter side of medium. My first truly wonderful taco was an experience I have never forgotten, and this sauce is very reminiscent of that. However, this sauce is so much more than just a taco sauce. Ghost of Saffron combines all of my favorite aspects of an incredible hot sauce into one insane flavor bomb. The combination of Scotch bonnets and ghost peppers lead to a very complex and satisfying burn, while the avocado oil brings a luxurious mouthfeel to the sauce. Roasted garlic and onion combine with toasted cumin seed and just a whisper of saffron to create a sauce that I never thought could be achieved. You did it, Zach. Thank you so much. Now let's look at the ingredients. The ingredients include fire roasted tomato, apple cider vinegar, distilled vinegar, peppers, which include Scotch bonnets, ghost pepper, fire roasted carrot, roasted and fresh garlic, roasted yellow onion, avocado oil, kosher salt, agave nectar, lime juice, smoked paprika, toasted cumin, Mexican oregano, saffron. Why would you name your sauce after the last ingredient? Well, if you know anything about saffron, very little goes a long way. If you're making a dish, like a rice dish, and you put saffron in it, it's like you put like 1, maybe 2 sprigs. That's it. That's all you need, if it's real saffron. So let's talk about saffron then. The Greeks and Romans used to use it as a perfume. The plant that it grows from, it's a flower, and it has 3 prongs that stick out, and at the end of the prongs are these 3 stigmas. each plant you can only get 3 stigmas. So if you notice in a bag of saffron, there's quite a few of them. They have to go get that from multiple plants. And you have to do it by hand. There's not a machine that can do this. It has to be done by hand. And it is, that's one of the reasons why it's so expensive. It's the most expensive spice out there. So the largest producer in the world for saffron is Iran. Iran produces 90% of the saffron in the world. So even though we got sanctions against them, we probably need to be a little bit kinder about that, especially if we want to, keep this sauce and a few rice dishes going, especially paella, right? You need saffron for a good paella. And then, so the idea is it energizes the dish and gives it a pungent and earthy taste. And one of the early uses was it was a dye. It was a fabric dye. Before we get any further though, let's hear from this week's sponsor. Do you want glutes that really pop? You can now have them with Butter Cups, the suction cups that maximizes your gluteus. You no longer have to do a bunch of squats and lunges. Just pop these on and the negative pressure will enhance your caboose. How peachy. Buttercups. Now baby got back. Now for the moment of truth. Slight bit of cumin, a little bit of lime, maybe a little bit of garlic and onion. It's an orange color with a lot. So because of the fire roasted, you got a lot of dark specks in here, which is awesome. That's one of the things I love about High Desert. There's a lot of Mexican inspired sauces, again because Tucson is very much like El Paso and it's practically a border city. You get a lot of fire roasted ingredients, which always really brings out the flavor. So again, it's like orangish red and looks absolutely delicious. All right, well, again, we'll see if we can taste the earthiness of the saffron, a little bit of the agave, lime, the cumin, and of course the peppers. Right, here you go. All right, the burn. Wow, that is a flavorful sauce. Woo! All right. Yep, it is north of medium. It's not quite a heavyweight, but it's like knocking on the door. Woo! It is like a medium, but like a little bit on the upper side of medium. So I'll give it a middleweight. But the burn again, back of the tongue. You got a Scotch bonnet and the ghost pepper just come in, and it's a slow burn and builds. But man, is there like so much other things going on. There's a little bit of citrus from the lime. I didn't taste any sweetness from the agave, so I think that's just to smooth it out. As far as mouthfeel, I usually don't pay attention to that, but it did have a really good mouthfeel. It's a good thickness to the sauce. Not too chunky, but not thin. Not too much cumin. I think everything is well balanced. I could see why everyone's raving about this sauce. You could literally probably put this on anything. Definitely any type of taco. Mexican, street tacos. Tacos de camarón, like, tacos de pescado, like everything. Regular Mexican dishes, regular dishes, chicken, pork. I think it's very versatile. I think you could, like, literally put it on anything. This would be interesting to put on pizza. It's flavorful. You get a little bit of the fruit forwardness, but you also have a lot of accompanying flavors that just really give it a good zest. But again, it's not too intense. It's not too acidic. It's just really well balanced, really well done. This is a tremendous sauce. Okay, I can see why it sells out so quickly. And then I did notice on the bottle it says out of 1,200. So there were 1,200 in that batch. So 1,200 bottles sold in 3 minutes. That's incredible. Zach Perkins is a fucking wizard. This guy's amazing. Wow. All right, good shit. I'm glad I got 3 bottles because I hope it sticks around. I do think he plans on keeping it in his lineup. Let's hope so, because I think everyone really likes this sauce a lot. Again, not too hot. It's got a good kick, but again, it's not too hot where you can't enjoy it. Person that dabbles with hot sauce, this will be hot for them, but it will be very enjoyable. Awesome. Next week, I'm finally going to do this Xavier Foods jalapeno. Until then, I'm Henry, and remember, spice up your life. Take care.